Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And able to stay on his feet past the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Settle down, huh? Hey, lock in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll go with a ground attack here to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just aged out when alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? And they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8-ball. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Hey, let's roll. Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, this is Geis, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. Let's go. 15, 15. 15, yeah.
Play action. It's Smith. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
15, 15.
From the gun, here's Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Hurdles another. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 3 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. From the 10-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach. Their linebackers are reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. And Gordon, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Prescott now. Line time is left. And he can't find anywhere to go. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 at about the 32. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, let's roll.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now White on a return. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the handoff, it's Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, on. Good, Liz. Orange. Hey, lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
46.
2nd down, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Liz.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
15, yeah.
Out of the gun, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
15, yeah.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking for White on the deep ball. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Great 15. 12.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go, 15.
On first down, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A deep ball for Dotson. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now Prescott, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jonathan Allen in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to go. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll check it down to Geis, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
46.
Prescott from the gun, looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
52. 35.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Room to run past midfield. Complete. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Double.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Get out.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. That is Clinton Dix with a pick. He leaps over him. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Intended that time for Cooper. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
15. Let's go. Go. 15.
Now Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This is Geis on a handoff left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Double.
Now Smith. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun. We're going to 54. 186.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Here we go 46. Here we go 46. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 30 yards there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's...
Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go 46. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, no. Lost the football. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
To throw is Smith. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Smith now to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Geis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out now come the Cowboys. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start